So hello, welcome to another video. Yeah, it's almost a week, isn't it? A little bit over. Yeah, it's better than last time though. So today is quite a warm day, but a bit blustery. I'm off to Corby Glen. I'm heading the direction of Corby Glen to the March Hare Tea Rooms. And maybe tempted to a sausage cob, you never know. I might even ask them to chuck an egg in it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So regular viewers of the channel will know that this year, since January, videos have been sporadic. There's been actually several reasons for that. So I am very hopeful that over the next couple of weeks, the bulk of those reasons will now be behind me and I can get back to some sort of regularity. I'm not going to make a wild promise to be back to 2 videos a week, but I'm very hopeful to get back to a weekly video consistently, which I'll be happy with. I heard a familiar noise and came across this. It's Lincolnshire Enduro Club. Not motocross, enduro. It appears to be spread out the course over about 4 fields. It's quite long. Anyway, this is not getting my sausage cob, is it? So, back to these things that have prevented me from being up to date with vlogs and cycling indeed. So I started the year off really well. I did, I think it was 660 miles in January. And my job at the time, I was working within a local authority environment, looking after business support, and we were doing a challenge across the whole authority, so it was an incentive, and yeah, did loads of miles. But in the last weekend of it, I needed to do a lot of miles. I was second and wanted to try to get up to first, and I rode in some really bad weather, did a lot of miles, ended up with a chest infection. It was pretty bad, on and off. It was over 3 months before I could get properly rid of it, almost 4 months. So that definitely stopped me riding. What little riding I could do was very short and had to be very easy. As you can see from that flag, I've got a rather stiff headwind. Apologies for the heavy breathing. So the other thing that was going on all around that same time was me getting really frustrated and therefore stressed with not being able to get on with that business job in local authority. So long story short, I decided to leave. At the time of making that decision, I didn't actually have a job to go to, and that was a little unnerving. However, there was a little chain of events. 72 hours later, I was being interviewed for the job which I'm currently doing. So fortunately, I did end up going straight from one job to another. However, this one is in Peterborough, and it seemed like it was going to be good. But Peterborough and working in an office isn't really sitting very well. So that has become one of the other reasons why I've not been doing vlogs. I've been getting home, I'd lose an hour in the morning, an hour at night. At a local authority I was actually working from home, so knock off at 5, loads of time to make videos, go out on my bike and do all those good things. I'm not getting home till 1:15, sometimes 6:30. By the time you've had some dinner, had conversation, all of a sudden it's 7:15, 7:30, and you don't always feel like going out. So those things have also led to me not riding my bike enough. In January, after that really big month, my Strava fitness rate was 70 odd. Yesterday I looked, it's 11. I've got a long way to get back. So that became a bit stressful as well in terms of not making videos. I'm going to go now and get a coffee and a sausage cob at the March Hare, Corby Glen. So a cappuccino and a sausage cob later, I'm back on the road. So that 2 hour a day commute took way more out of my available time than I ever gave any credit to when I thought about it in advance. So it's definitely been interfering with my work-life balance. The other thing that's got in the way is I have quite a high spec laptop that I just use for video editing, but that's developed a fault. It was only working on the battery, so it's been away for repair. It's been away 2 months, which is more than tedious, I can tell you. So my other laptop doesn't have all of the video editing software on it, and it's very, very low powered. It will just do a video, but it's incredibly time consuming and prone to crashing. So it's just kind of put me off doing the editing side, and I don't have all of the files on it. I was expecting the other one to be back in a week, but it wasn't. So that's another reason. But I took the plunge last week and I bought a new laptop. That problem is solved either way. So what's going to change going forwards to allow me to get back to some sort of normality? Well, I'm going to change my job again. I never expected to ever own an in-bed job for 5 months. My background before I got employment, well, I've been self-employed for 30 odd years in my own businesses, but for varying reasons, after I sold the cycle cafe just before the pandemic, and I was looking at some form of self-employment, some form of mentoring, consultancy, but of course the pandemic has affected businesses a lot, and for varying reasons I took the job at the local authority instead. It was the next best thing to being self-employed. I was working with businesses, advising them, but my salary was being paid by local authority, so you got a degree of security, which was good. So in a couple of weeks I'm going to be joining the Lincolnshire Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to be head of membership, looking after some business development there, part of a senior leadership team of 4. And it's a hybrid role, so I will get to work from home quite regularly, and it's 20 minutes less on the commute for the days I'm in the office, which will make quite a difference. So with a little bit of careful planning, careful organisation at my hybrid working days, I'll be able to do videos after switched off at 5 o'clock. Hurrah! Be able to get back to where I was. So cycling wise this year, after the end of January, all of my plans just went out the window for all the reasons I've discussed. Every time I had something planned, just something or other got in the way. Even as recently as last month, I was due to go with Roy, Wendy and Ian on the Canty Way, or Canty Highway, as Roy has quite rightly told us it's pronounced. So in this second half of the year, basically my determination is to get back regularly on the bike, get back to some sort of fitness, have a little bit of a reset. I wouldn't say I'm going to write off this year from a cycling point of view, but I've certainly not achieved what I wanted to. This is a little killer of a hill. Always gets me. I forgot about it, went in the wrong gear. So south of Grantham, in that Grantham to Corby Glen area, as you can see, we've got some lovely countryside, gently rolling. It's a lovely place to ride your bike. Unfortunately, there aren't loads of coffee shops or cafes. So that's you guys pretty much up to date with what's been occurring and why the channel has dropped off a little bit this year. But I would like to say thank you to various people who have messaged or emailed just checking I'm okay because of a lack of videos. So broadly, I am. It's just been time and work-life balance. But hopefully the second half of the year we can get things back to where I'd like to be. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to click the bell icon, it really helps me out. And don't forget to like, and if you're not already, consider subscribing. Won't cost you anything, but you'll get a notification of when there's a new video uploaded. Thanks as always, see you soon. See you maybe in a week or so's time, he says confidently.